Hello friends, welcome to the Block Thrasher Daily Morning Crypto Update, where we are shattering the complexities of crypto with news, commentary, analysis, and education. Every day I scour the web to find the most important news items and bring those to you and to give you an update on what is happening in the cryptocurrency market. It is Monday, March 15, 2021. I'm excited to start another week. However, it is a bloody Monday. There's a bit of pain out there in the market. For sure. Why might that be? We're going to look at a couple reasons why. But we're going to do our usual thing and start off with a word of the day, which is lickety-split. Lickety-split. You've probably heard lickety-split before. I don't think it's that uncommon of a word. It simply means at great speed or rapidly. And that would be a good word to describe what happened this weekend in the market. Lickety-split. We saw Bitcoin. Go from a downtrend to just bounce right back up, hit an all-time high, over $60,000, $61,000, 62, touched 62 for a little bit, and then just this morning on Monday, lickety-split, boom, dropped back down to $55,000. It dropped over $4,000 within 4 hours. Let's look at the prices now and just do our market update quickly. Bitcoin is currently $55,468, down 7.55% in the last 24 hours. However, it is still up 11.9% for the week. So looking good in that regard. Ethereum is also down 5.47%. But we're just seeing, it's a bloody Monday. We're seeing red all across the board. Ethereum currently $1,758. Binance Coin down 6.33%, $251. Cardano also down 5.45%. Cardano's been taking a bit of a hit this week, down 8.91% on the week. It currently is holding above $1 at $1.01. Polkadot also down 6.25%, $34.49. XRP down 2.22%, 0.4369. XRP is in the news again today. I've said I'm going to stop talking about this, but I'll just quickly, briefly mention it. Every day, there's more stories about Jed McCaleb selling off more XRP. Another 100 million plus XRP sold today. And a little bit other news, but I'm not going to talk about that too much. Nothing of significance with XRP. Uniswap is down 6.54% to $29.90. Litecoin LTC also down 6.93 at 202, and rounding up the top 10 is Chainlink down 5.8% at $27.26. Let's see if there's any outliers. Is anything up today? Yes. VeChain, VET, is up 11.38%, up 27% on the week at 7 cents. VeChain looking good at the moment, up in spite of this down market. Another would be Chiliz, which has just been on fire of late. We did a coin highlight on Chiliz last week, early in the week. Chiliz is this token, this company which provides NFTs and other types of crypto asset services for sports teams. They've been doing this in Europe. They've been doing it with the soccer, football, sports teams over there. Now they're coming to the U.S. They've opened up an office in New York, $50 million, reaching out to U.S. sports teams to provide them those type of services. They do all sorts of things for fans and membership type of rewards for teams. And so this thing has just been taken off, and it just 351% in the last week, up 5.75%. In spite of the bloody Monday market, doing quite well. We've also got Algorand. Algorand just pumping nicely, up 18.23% for the week, up 14.95% today at $1.27. So for some reason, in spite of what is happening in this market currently, with these prices going down and this bloody Monday, Algorand also doing well. Hedera Hashgraph would be another one, up 132% on the week, currently up 15.97%. So even though the market is overall a bloody market at the moment, there are those few outliers which are doing really well. All right, that covers it for the market. That covers it for our word of the day, lickety-split. Lickety-split. It's one of those that just rolls off the tongue and sounds fun. Okay, what's going on in the market that might be contributing to this current sell-off and this current dip in the price of Bitcoin and the market as a whole? India is in the news again, and India has been in the news recently over and over again with this talk of an Indian ban. Excuse me for a second while I grab some coffee. I got up really early to do this, and I just got to have that coffee to keep going. They're on and off again. India, they're going to ban. They're not going to ban. They're going to ban. They're not going to ban. Well, the latest today is they're going to ban. Or maybe they're not. India's finance minister says a window, a quote, window for Bitcoin is coming. A new bill could see Indian crypto users face harsh penalties. But India's finance minister posits a quote, window to allow experimentation with crypto. So what's going on here is you have two different governmental entities in India that have some regulatory control over this entire thing. And one is called the RBI, which is the Central Bank of India, and the other is the Finance Ministry. So India's officials have reportedly claimed that the country will criminalize the ownership of cryptocurrencies. However, the country's finance minister has said that there is a window to allow experimentation with Bitcoin and with blockchain. So the finance minister is more pro Bitcoin, more pro crypto, and is saying, well, we need to allow for experimentation with cryptocurrencies, and we need to allow companies to go out and do things. And so there's this really mixed message occurring right now. India's government gave crypto investors another reason to fear on Monday after high-ranking officials said a new law would ban the possession or usage of cryptocurrencies, as per a report on Reuters this morning. The officials said the use of blockchain technology would be promoted in the country, but the use of private crypto assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum would be stamped out. A previous bill from 2019 went as far as proposing jail terms for offenders, but for now the officials say strict penalties are expected instead. But despite the downbeat outlook for crypto in the country, the Indian finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman said at a separate event over the weekend that while regulations were on the cards, the government would allow a window for experiments on Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. This is what was said. Quote, "We will allow a certain amount of a window for people to experiment on blockchain and Bitcoin," said Sitharaman, adding that a cabinet bill on cryptocurrencies was getting ready and is expected to pass soon. She added that while the Reserve Bank of India, the country's central bank, could have taken its own official decision on cryptocurrencies, the finance ministry was clear, very clear, that they would not be shutting off all options. This is interesting because what this kind of sounds like to me is what's going to happen in India, or what they want to do, is pretty much disallow crypto for normal, regular, average citizens, but still allow, the certain classes, right, to have access to that market and to engage in it. So like not a total cross the board ban, just a ban for regular people. I would not be surprised if we see something like that happen. Of course, who knows? They keep going back and forth. I mean, they just capitulate one way, then the other way, one the other. So we'll see. One post on Twitter from an Indian trader says, "Our finance minister has now made it clear that India will not, in caps, ban crypto. It's great to see leaders of India listening to the voice of the crypto community. Let's continue to spread the right information about crypto in India." So that's Jai Hind. Yeah, India. Yeah, so it's super confusing. I mean, what's going on? Nobody knows. The opposing sentiments of government officials and Sitharaman are a result of the way India's financial system is structured. I've already talked about that, but what is interesting, the last thing I would like to bring to everyone's attention regarding this story is they conclude by stating that in spite of everything that is happening with the regulatory agencies and the concern of this ban, trading volume continues to average nearly 100 million at WazirX, the country's biggest crypto exchange. So for now, the Indians seem to be pretty much just kind of disregarding this thing in its entirety, and it hasn't really affected trading there at all. And that's not surprising. I've actually been to India a number of times, and something about the Indian people that is, it's kind of something you got to love, but interesting, is that they sort of do what they want to do. So if you've ever driven on the streets of India and enjoyed the pleasure of Indian traffic, which is great fun, but also very dangerous, you know that stop signs don't necessarily mean stop, and you sort of just do what you want to do. Anyway, here's another reason that Bitcoin might have fallen over the week, actually this morning, not over the weekend. Over the weekend it rose and then it fell again. Here's a reason why it might have fallen. Bitcoin falls nearly 55,000 to the $55,000 level as over 1 billion in crypto futures are liquidated. The price of Bitcoin has fallen near $55,000 level from around 61,000 on Saturday as derivatives positions worth over 1 billion get forced liquidated by crypto exchanges. In the last 24 hours, around 1.15 billion worth of open interest was liquidated by crypto exchanges, according to tracker Bybit.com. That means crypto exchanges liquidated traders over leveraged positions. So this is something interesting and something that people speculated on ever since the creation of these futures on the different exchanges and the derivatives. Would this have a significant impact on the price of crypto? And of course, it opens up questions for manipulation because, there's a possibility of the house sort of being stacked against these traders. I, for one, have personally thought that it's a little bit crazy to over leverage in this way and to play in this market. Maybe some people out there will have had great success and would speak to it differently, but what we tend to see happen is we'll have this run up in price, just like we did, hitting all-time high, $60,000. There's this exuberance. People go out and they're like, wow, it's going to 70, it's going to 80, it's going to 100, whatever. They're looking at TA, they're following TA guys, they're doing, and so they go out and they run this risk, and they almost always just get slammed. The longs just get destroyed, and this is what happened just today. Longs got destroyed, and over a billion in crypto futures were liquidated, and then that sort of just starts to snowball, of course, because some of those, a billion gets liquidated, but others are trying to cover those positions, and so they're going out potentially selling their Bitcoin that they do have to put enough in to cover the trade, and then that drives the price down, and so it just kind of snowballs. And so that is also happening. All right, moving on to some more good news of adoption for Cardano. Cardano has been added to the Bloomberg terminal. Investors scrutinize, which, this is good because it just brings more exposure. The Bloomberg terminal is used by professional traders. It costs $24,000 a year to access this. And so now Cardano has been added to it, and that is good for exposure. This news is a major validation for the Ethereum competitor. Twitter users posted screenshots of the Cardano inclusion on March 15th. The image includes a brief explanation of what Cardano is and how it works. And here's just a screenshot that somebody posted on Twitter about that. Cardano, what does the description say? Cardano is the world's first peer-reviewed blockchain. The nonprofit foundation responsible for Cardano assembled a network of academic and scientists from various universities, including the University of Edinburgh and Tokyo Institute of Technology, to review its protocols before they're... Hey, that's a pretty good description, actually. That is one of the key components, one of the key aspects that makes Cardano sort of a standout and unique within the cryptocurrency space, is the peer review process, the scientific approach, the validation of writing code, writing papers, submitting them into the academic world, having them peer reviewed, having them tested. Yeah, Cardano, good stuff. The Bloomberg terminal is one that is used by professionals at $24,000. Already talked about that. Anyway, they go on to talk more about Cardano, which is not really the purpose of this discussion that I'm having today. It's just simply to note that it has been added to the Bloomberg terminal. Another good sign for Cardano. All right, we're just going to wrap things up here. Move along quickly with a coin highlight. Coin highlight of the day. It is DIA, D-I-A. Now, this is not to be confused with DAI. They're so similar in ticker symbols, right? Because it's DAI for DAI, which is the stable coin, the stable token, which is number 37 in market cap. This is DIA, D-I-A, which is number 381 in market cap and trading at $2.70 right now, also down 3.75%, down like the rest of the market. So what is this DIA? Well, most people are familiar with Chainlink, right? Because if we jump back over to CoinMarketCap and look at the top 10, Chainlink rounds up the top 10 at number 10, and Chainlink has just seen phenomenal gains this year. Chainlink is an Oracle system, and DIA is the same thing, which provides verified and transparent oracles for the DeFi economy. DIA, Decentralized Information Asset, that's what DIA stands for, is an open source oracle platform that enables market actors to source, supply, and share trustable data. This has a good team as well. If we go and look at the DIA Labs and hit the, let's see if we need to hit the About Us. No, it's just down to the bottom. We can see who the team is. We've got Tamar Menteshvili, who is a legal professional and crypto industry insider. She's currently working at Binance. We've got Simon Dedek, who launched BlockFire and Moonrock Capital. Despite his biochemistry background, blockchain has always caught Simon's interest since early 2017. Roughly 2 years ago, he swapped his PhD for a career in crypto. We've got Eric Wang, who is the ecosystem development lead at Parity Technologies, and he oversees Polkadot and the Substrate ecosystem. Obviously, so a heavy hitter there. And Charlotte Kapoor of Outlier Ventures. So they have a good team. It's open source. They have money. They have resources. They have a system in which they are giving $250,000 worth of DIA to either companies or individuals or anyone who wants to create a data tool set to bring to the DIA platform and provide information, data that could be connected to the Oracle. Let's see what they have, a list of things that there's the funding. They had a list of things that they were looking for. Here's their project wish list. These are the things that can be funded with that $250,000. Lending products based on DIA oracles, comparison protocol for DeFi products, lending rate comparison browser plugin, derivatives for traditional and digital assets, compatibility, Oracle portability modules, cross-chain data sourcing, NFT compatible Oracle module, reverse tokenization adapter, etc., governance, Oracle-based blockchain proxy for DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, DAO reporting oracles, interchain governance module. So they're looking for a lot of different things, and this is a chain link basically, but that is not as well known, little heard of at this point, low in total market cap, because it's only $76 million currently, almost $77 million. It has a low supply. The max supply for DIA is 200 million coins, and currently the price is relatively low. I just think it's an undervalued token at $2.72. This is definitely one to pay attention to and watch. We could see some significant gains here if it follows the suit of with Chainlink. Okay, friends, I think that will cover it for the day. I hope you have a phenomenal Monday. That the beginning of this week is a great one for you. That this just turns out to be one of the best weeks you've had in a long, long time. It's hard to believe that we're already halfway through March. Time just flies by so quick, doesn't it? Remember, it's always a great day to earn and to stack more crypto. Please be sure to visit blockthrasher.com and sign up for a membership there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, share with family and friends. Check us out on Facebook. Just connect. Keep coming back for more. Going to work as hard as I possibly can to make sure that it's valuable for you and that you get the best possible information every single day about cryptocurrencies and what's happening in the cryptocurrency space. Love you all. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Press on.